Today, we are going to change the way you think. This video isn't about money, it's about something much deeper. It's about mindset, about how rich people think and why most people stay stuck, frustrated, and helpless. It's not because they lack money, but because they haven't learned to think like the rich. Your thoughts shape your life. If your thoughts are small, your life becomes small. But if your thoughts are powerful, your life becomes unstoppable. You don't need a wealthy family. You don't need a degree. You don't need anyone's permission. What you need is a rich mindset. And that's exactly what this video will give you, step by step. The best part, you don't need money to start thinking like the rich. You need clarity, courage, and discipline. If you watch this video carefully and really absorb it, you will walk away a different person, a better, stronger version of yourself. It will also improve your English, your confidence, and your future. If you're serious about success and learning fluent English, subscribe now. Let's begin. First, rich people set big goals. Most people think in survival mode. I just want to pay the bills. I just want to make it through this week. I just want a stable job. I just want to avoid being fired. This kind of thinking feels safe, but it is small, weak, and limiting. It keeps you stuck in a small life. And most people don't even realize it. Rich people think differently. They don't set goals to survive. They set goals to transform. They ask themselves, what kind of life do I really want? What would make me proud at the end of my life? What's the biggest thing I can build, become, or create in the next 10 years? Rich people choose goals that are scary but exciting, goals that force them to become someone better. A small goal asks nothing from you. A big goal transforms you. Think of Elon Musk. Did he say, I just want to build a small car company and survive? No. He aimed to create electric cars and remove the world's need for oil, a massive world-changing mission. When people laughed, criticized, or doubted him, he kept going. His goal wasn't small. It pulled him forward through every challenge. Today, Tesla is worth hundreds of billions because he thought big. Most people avoid big goals for one reason: fear. They're afraid to fail, afraid to look stupid, afraid they're not good enough, afraid of what others will say. So they shrink their dreams to fit their fears, aiming lower and lower until they aim at nothing. But aiming low doesn't protect you, it slowly destroys you. Set small goals, and one day you wake up full of regret because you never tried. Big goals change everything. They give you energy, purpose, and focus. You stop wasting time on drama, distractions, or people who don't believe in you. You become hungry, alive, and unstoppable. Big goals pull the best out of you. They make you grow, learn, and fight. Here's a simple way to think about it. A small goal might be, I want to earn enough to survive. A big goal is, I want to earn enough to help others. A small goal might be, I want a job. A big goal is, I want to build a business. A small goal might be, I want to lose weight. A big goal is, I want to become the healthiest person in my family and inspire others to do the same. Small goals come from fear. Big goals come from vision. Take a notebook and write this down. If I weren't afraid of anything, what would I really want to do in life? Write it, even if it feels impossible. Then ask yourself, what's the smallest step I can take today to move toward that dream? That's how big dreams begin, not with magic, but with clarity and courage. If your goals don't scare you, they aren't big enough. If your dreams don't excite you, you aren't dreaming. You're just existing. Set goals so big, they force you to grow into the person you want to become. Remember, your life will never grow bigger than your goals. If you want a rich life, start setting rich goals, not tomorrow, not next year, but now. The second thing rich people do is take full responsibility. This is simple but powerful. Whatever happens in your life, you choose how you respond. You choose your actions. You choose your mindset. Taking responsibility doesn't mean everything is your fault. It means everything is under your control. People with a poor mindset ask, why does this happen to me? I have bad luck. Someone else should fix this. People with a rich mindset say, this happened. Now what can I do? What can I learn? How can I grow stronger? What action can I take right now? Poor minds wait. Rich minds move. Here's something important. When you blame others, you give them control. When you take responsibility, you take back power. If everything is someone else's fault, you stay weak, stuck, and broken. But when you say, I can change my life, I can change my decisions, I can change my future, you become unstoppable. Most people blame everything: their parents, their boss, their childhood, their luck, their city, their partner, their health, their mistakes. They blame everyone except the one person who can actually change everything: themselves. Blame is easy. Responsibility is hard. But responsibility is the only path to growth. Imagine two people lose their jobs on the same day. Person A, poor mindset, cries, complains, blames their company, does nothing, becomes more negative, and stays stuck. Person B, rich mindset, feels sad, but only for a moment. Then they ask, what can I do now? They update their resume, learn new skills, apply for better opportunities, maybe start a side business. They grow stronger and create a better future. Same problem, two different mindsets, two different destinies. When you take responsibility, something magical happens. Your confidence grows, your energy gets stronger, you stop complaining, stop waiting, stop wasting time. You start acting, learning, improving, and winning. The moment you say, my life is in my hands, your life finally begins. You will never build the life you want if you keep blaming the world for the life you have. The biggest difference between rich and poor is ownership. Rich people say, if something is wrong, I'll fix it. Poor people say, if something is wrong, someone else should fix it, but that someone else never comes. No one is coming to save you. No one is coming to solve your problems. You are the one. Sometimes we feel like nothing works for us, like we're cursed with bad luck. A young man once said this to his mentor: nothing works for me. I have bad luck. The mentor took him to a garden and pointed at a tree full of fruit. He asked, did this tree grow because someone sat near it and complained? The young man said no. Then the mentor asked, did this tree grow because someone blamed the weather, the soil, or the world? Again, the answer was no. The mentor smiled and explained, this tree grew because it used everything it had: sun, rain, soil, hard times, good times, everything. It didn't wait for a perfect life. It created one. Your life works the same way. Growth comes from using what you have, not crying for what you don't. That moment changed the young man forever. He stopped blaming and started building, and his life transformed completely. When you take responsibility, your life changes in 4 important ways. First, you become emotionally strong. You stop breaking down so easily and start handling problems like a leader. Second, you gain clarity. Blaming others makes you blind, but responsibility shows you the solutions. Third, you improve faster. Now you ask, what can I learn? What can I change? Fourth, you become respectable. People follow those who take ownership, not those who complain. Blame keeps you stuck. Responsibility helps you grow. Blame takes away your control. Responsibility gives you power. Blame equals a poor mindset. Responsibility equals a rich mindset. Say it to yourself: I am responsible for my life. That is my superpower. Repeat it until you truly feel it. When you accept this, you stop being a victim and start becoming a creator. Your future is not in the hands of your parents, your society, your boss, your partner, or luck. Your future is in your hands. The sooner you take responsibility, the faster you rise. The third habit of rich people is self-discipline. Here's the simple truth. Motivation gets you started, but self-discipline keeps you going. This is what separates people who dream from people who achieve. Rich people don't wait to feel like it. They don't rely on mood, comfort, or circumstances. They wake up and do the work even when they don't feel like it. That is self-discipline, and that is why they win. In simple terms, self-discipline is doing what you need to do even when you don't feel like it, because you know it will create the life you want. It's controlling your mouth when you're angry, closing Instagram and opening your books, saying no to laziness and yes to progress, choosing long-term success over short-term pleasure, showing up every day, even when no one is watching. That is how rich people grow and become legends. Most people procrastinate, quit after a few days, make excuses, and blame their mood, energy, or phone. They say, I'll start tomorrow and never start. The problem isn't lack of discipline, it's a decision problem. Poor minds decide based on feelings. Rich minds decide based on goals. Self-discipline isn't something you're born with. It's like a muscle in your brain. The more you train it, the stronger it becomes. Ignore it and it stays weak. At first, it's very hard, but showing up day after day makes it your power. Once you have it, nothing can stop you. Take Kobe Bryant as an example, one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Was it just talent, luck, or opportunity? No, it was discipline. While others slept or partied, Kobe trained. He said he trained like he was number 2, even when the world called him number 1. That is self-discipline. That is why he became a legend. He didn't wait to feel ready. He trained in pain, in silence, and in the dark so he could shine in the light. Now look at yourself. How much time do you spend on your phone? 3 hours a day? 5? 7? Imagine using even half of that time to learn a skill, build your body, your brain, your dream, your business, or your English. In 1 year, you could become unrecognizable, but it requires self-discipline. It means saying no to scrolling, waking up early, following a schedule, and sticking to it even when it's boring or hard. That's how you leave average behind and step into a new life. Let's make it simple. You want to get fit? Discipline is eating healthy even when junk food is tempting. You want fluent English? Discipline is practicing even on lazy days. You want to be rich? Discipline is saving instead of wasting money. You want success? Discipline is working while others sleep. The poor wait for motivation. The rich act with discipline, even when it's boring, silent, or hard. That's why they win. Here's how to build unstoppable self-discipline. 1, start with one thing. Don't change everything at once. Pick one habit. For example, wake up at 6:30 a.m. for 21 days. 2, make it daily. Discipline comes from daily action, not weekly efforts. Consistency beats perfection. 3, remove temptations. Delete distractions, turn off notifications, make bad habits harder and good habits easier. 4, track progress. Use a notebook or app to mark each successful day. Seeing your streak grow motivates you to protect it. 5, don't break the chain. 1 bad day is okay, 2 is not allowed. Show up even if it's just 1%. Protect the streak, protect the habit. Success is boring. It's waking up tired, working while others play, choosing water over soda, studying instead of scrolling, saying no when everyone says yes. Success isn't about feeling amazing, it's about doing the work when you feel nothing. Discipline is doing what you hate as if you love it. Read that again until it sinks in. That's how rich people think, live, and win. You can't control everything, weather, economy, past, or people, but you can control your actions, choices, and habits. That control, that discipline, is the bridge between your dreams and reality. Without it, you stay stuck forever. With it, nothing can stop you. Rich people are obsessed with self-development. Repeat it. The more I grow, the more my life grows. They aren't just chasing money, they chase growth, learning, and improvement every day. Most people stop learning after school, but rich people never stop. They treat their minds like treasure, filling it daily. That's why they stay ahead. Self development means improving your mind, skills, attitude, and habits every day. It means learning new things, reading books, fixing bad habits, practicing skills, listening to mentors, reflecting on thoughts, and choosing growth over comfort. It's not about perfection, it's about getting 1% better each day. The sad truth, after school, most people stop reading. After college, they stop learning. After getting a job, they stop growing. Many people spend thousands of hours on Netflix, scrolling endlessly, but almost no time learning something useful. They upgrade their phones every year, but never upgrade their mindset. That's why they feel stuck, bored, empty, and lost. Growth stops and life feels meaningless. Look at Warren Buffett, one of the richest people in the world. Do you know how he spends most of his day? Reading. That's right, 5 to 6 hours of reading every single day. He once said he reads hundreds of pages a day. Knowledge compounds, like interest in a bank. Warren Buffett is in his 90s, but he never stops developing himself because he knows his mind is the most valuable asset he has. Not money, not property, not gold. His mind. People with a poor mindset say learning is boring. I already know enough. Why read? I don't have time. Self-help is a waste of time. Rich people think differently. Every book makes them smarter. Every new idea gives them power. Every skill opens new doors. Every lesson makes them richer inside. That's why they invest in books, courses, mentors, conferences, feedback, skills, journals, podcasts, audiobooks, English practice, self-awareness, morning routines, time management, mental health, confidence, and focus. They see these things not as extra, but as essential. Take learning English as an example. Most people say, I'll try later. They watch one video, compare themselves to others, feel embarrassed, and quit. A rich mindset says, I will practice 30 minutes every day. I will read one simple book this month. I will speak out loud each morning. I will fail, learn, and grow. Over time, they become fluent, not because they're smarter, but because they develop themselves daily. Self-development is a daily choice. Will I grow today or stay the same? Rich people choose growth every single day. Every day is an opportunity to sharpen the mind, every experience is a lesson, and every mistake is a chance to grow stronger. Imagine your mind as a garden. Plant good seeds, books, learning, reflection, and ideas, and beautiful things grow. Plant nothing and weeds take over, distractions, laziness, doubt, and excuses. Your mind is always growing something. If you don't choose, life chooses for you, and it won't be good. Take control. Stand in front of a mirror and ask yourself, am I better today than I was a year ago? Have I learned anything that made me stronger? Am I growing or just repeating the same life every day? If your answer is no or unsure, it's time to change everything. Here's how to start your self-development journey. Read 10 pages a day from a great book, just 10 pages. That's 300 pages per month. Practice one skill for 30 minutes every day. English, public speaking, writing, cooking, without fail. Track your progress. Get a journal and write down what you learned, what you struggled with, and how you can improve tomorrow. Listen while walking. Walking plus learning equals double growth. Even 10 minutes counts. Surround yourself with growth. Your environment matters. Follow people who inspire and teach you. Unfollow those who waste your energy. Your outer life mirrors your inner development. If your life is messy, your mindset is weak. If your life is full of growth, your mind is powerful. Stop trying to fix the outside first. Start with the inside. The greatest gift you can give yourself is the decision to never stop growing. The world keeps changing, and only those who keep learning keep winning. Read, think, grow, practice, study, reflect, repeat. That is the way of the rich. That is the way of the powerful. That is the way of those who refuse to stay the same. The fifth habit of rich people is mastering time. Your time is your life. Every second is not just a number on a clock, it's a piece of your life, gone forever. Rich people treat time like gold, actually more than gold, because gold can be saved. Time cannot. Once it's gone, it's gone. They protect it, guard it, and invest it. Poor people waste it without thinking. Managing time well means knowing what matters, giving energy to the right things, avoiding distractions, saying no, planning your day, and using every minute like it counts. Most people wake up late, scroll their phones for hours, binge watch shows, say yes to everything, hang out with time wasters, and leave tasks unfinished. Then they wonder why life feels out of control and why success never comes. The answer is simple. If you don't control your time, it controls you. Consider this, both a poor person and a rich person have 24 hours in a day. The poor person sleeps 9 hours, scrolls 3 hours, watches 2 hours of shows, complains 1 hour, daydreams 1 hour, and works just enough to survive. 6 hours wasted without awareness. The rich person sleeps 6 or 7 hours, plans their day in the morning, focuses on important tasks first, learns something new daily, delegates low-value tasks, sets limits on distractions, and reflects at night. Same 24 hours, completely different results. Rich people don't spend time, they invest it. Your phone is a powerful tool, but also your biggest time thief. Ask yourself, how many hours did I scroll today? How much of it helped my future? How much was wasted on momentary pleasure? You don't need to throw your phone away, but you must control it or it will control you. Money is not the most important thing. You can always make more money, but you can never make more time. A millionaire about to die would trade all their wealth for one more healthy year. Think about it. Want to build a business? You need time. Want to get fit? You need time. Want fluent English? You need time. Want to read books, gain knowledge, or build wealth? You need time. If you waste it, you throw away your most powerful tool. That is why poor people stay poor. The sixth habit of rich people is building strong relationships. They know that the people around them shape their life. If you want to grow, you must surround yourself with people who inspire, challenge, and support you. Poor people complain about others, gossip, and hang out with people who drag them down. Rich people carefully choose friends, mentors, and colleagues who lift them higher. Rich people also give value before expecting anything. They help others, share knowledge, offer support, and create opportunities. The more value you give, the more respect and opportunities you receive in return. Networking is not about collecting contacts, it's about building meaningful connections. The seventh habit is thinking long term. Poor minds focus on instant gratification. They spend today and worry about tomorrow. Rich minds play the long game. They save, invest, plan, and make decisions that may not give immediate results but will build huge benefits over time. Rich people know that small, smart actions repeated consistently create massive results in the future. The eighth habit is taking calculated risks. Most people are afraid to leave their comfort zone. They avoid uncertainty and wait for the perfect moment, which never comes. Rich people understand that risk is part of growth. They weigh options, prepare, and act even when it's uncomfortable. Taking smart risks opens doors that fear keeps closed. The ninth habit is staying healthy. Many people ignore their body and mind, thinking they can fix it later. Rich people know that energy, focus, and resilience come from physical and mental health. They exercise, eat well, sleep enough, and care for their mental well being. A strong mind needs a strong body to match. Finally, rich people are relentless learners. They read, watch, listen, practice, and reflect every single day. They learn from mistakes, from others, and from every experience. They never stop improving. That's the core difference. Success is not about luck, it's about habits, mindset, and continuous growth. If you want a rich life, start today. Set big goals, take responsibility, build discipline, invest in self development, manage your time, surround yourself with the right people, think long term, take calculated risks, stay healthy. Never stop learning. Your life is the result of your choices every single day. Every action you take, every habit you build, every decision you make either moves you forward or holds you back. The good news is that you always have the power to choose. Choose growth, choose action, choose responsibility, choose discipline. Remember, thinking like a rich person isn't about money, it's about mindset. It's about becoming the kind of person who can create the life they want, no matter where they start. It's about building habits, developing skills, and growing every single day. Repeat after me. I am responsible for my life. I control my actions. I invest my time wisely. I choose growth every day. I will never stop learning. I will take action, even when it's hard. I will become unstoppable. If you live by these principles, your life will change. You will become stronger, wiser, and more confident. Opportunities will appear. Success will follow. Your dreams will no longer feel impossible. They will feel inevitable. This is the mindset of rich people. This is the mindset of winners. This is your path to a better life.